guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Martian Manhunter issue 3. Before I start talking about Martian Manhunter, just want to give you guys a couple updates. Of course, I have Comic Uno episode 110, and that's the show where I review all the comics I've read this week in one show, and here are the exclusive comics. We got Fathom Blue issue 3, Postal issue 6, Welcome Back issue 1, Birthright issue 10, Van Helsing vs. Dracula, issue 1. Inferno, issue 4. Secret Love, Secret Wars, issue 1. Invincible, issue 122. Injustice Gods Among Us, year 4, issue 8. Runaways, issue 3. Spider-Verse, issue 4. Silk, issue 6. Wonder Woman, issue 43, and Kanan, the Last Padawan, issue 5. So if you want to check out all those reviews, go to Comic Uno, episode 110, which is annotated. But let's talk about Martian Manhunter, issue 3. So this book has a lot of potential, I feel. Like, I'm still, really confused of who Biscuit is. Is it Martian Manhunter? Is Martian Manhunter somewhere else? Very confusing, and if you were confused the last issue of Everything Was Placed, you get even more confused in this issue. And of course, that's just the way they're trying to tell the story. I do think they're doing it on purpose, but I do think you have an acquired taste if you like this type of storytelling. But yeah, it even says internal conflicts, and there's a lot of conflicting stuff in this issue. Very cool cover, though. We get to see many Martian Manhunters on the cover. I do like the artwork for the most part for the cover, and also really like the artwork for the interior. That's something I've been really enjoying with this series. It really reminds me of that Justice League type artwork. So I think it fits the story really well, especially when we get to see the Martians. Really good artwork there. But let's see what's going on with the story. There's a lot going on in the story, because I'm still very confused if Biscuit is Martian Manhunter or not, and I think, you know, they're doing that on purpose. If we're trying to guess who the hell Biscuit is, but from references of, you know, if you know Martian Manhunter, he really likes cookies, so you would think he is Biscuit. But then you see other versions of Martian Manhunter here, glowy Martian Manhunter that seems like he's going in someone's mind, who is also a Martian. I don't know. I think they're applying that. Wessel, who's an FBI agent. So yeah, it's just kind of exploring who's a Martian, who's not. It's really confusing here. And by the end of the issue, Wessel's literally does not know what to do. He feels like people are chasing him, and this is a point where Martian Manhunter literally goes into Wessel's mind, and we can see Biscuit in this Martian Manhunter type form, says, well, I am John Jones and Martian Manhunter, and so are you. Sure. I was very confused with this issue. I like the issue because I do feel like they have a point of where they're going. It's like, alright, there's a lot of Martian Manhunters. It's got a lot of, well, not Martian Manhunters, but a lot of Martians, a lot of white Martians, a lot of different type of Martians. Cool. But I just feel like there's too much going on in this book where I'm like, where does this all go? I feel like this might be a better trade read, because if I was reading this in trade, I would have to write, the next issue right after and be like, oh, okay, this makes sense. But I read 22 books this week, so it's just like, oh, this doesn't really make sense. And do I wait for that next month to get that next issue? Of course I will. So I like the book enough. And in that cliffhanger, it didn't feel like, oh my god, I need more. It's just like, oh my god, what's going on here? In a way, it's like, oh, I'm very confused of what this whole issue even meant. So yeah, I mean, what I think it means is that, Martian Manhunter usually takes an alias, especially in the cartoons. He had the John Jones alias, where he was a detective. He was an FBI agent. So I think he's going to kill this guy and take over his identity, or at least his body in a way. Morph into him, and that will be his secret identity. That's where I think this is going. But overall, I was pretty confused with this issue. There was a lot of good artwork, though, and I feel like it's going in an interesting direction, but there is just way too much in this issue. I was just like, where is this going? So Martian Manhunter issue 3, I think it's 3 stars. Overall, I enjoyed the issue for some reason, even though it's just confusion. But I do think there's a a reason why they're going this direction. I hope the writer is doing this for a reason. So that's why I give it 3 stars. If it continues this direction, it'll probably get lower the rating, but I'm sticking with Martian Manhunter, even though it's a bit confusing. I keep using that word, but that's what it is. Martian Manhunter issue 3 gets 3 stars, and we'll see where the series is getting at, and hopefully it will give us some revelations as the issues go on. But hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, in the description below, there's links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.